Hi there, here is a quick demo of brand new Collab functionality in the Power User extension. Many times when we are writing a DBT code, we want to have a quick discussion with some other team members or stakeholders about whether these things are right or do you have any inputs, etc. And not just related to code. Maybe we are just writing documentation and we want a quick feedback. So this functionality exactly enables that kind of collaboration. And it's not just limited to VS Code IDE, because sometimes the people you want to talk with or discuss with are not very IDE savvy, or of course they can't see what's happening in your IDE. This functionality builds a bridge between IDE and also SaaS UI for collaboration, which creates amazing level of collaboration between the stakeholders and teammates. Let me show you how. So for example, here I have a Jaffle Shop project. There is a customer's model. You might be already familiar with this. There is this customer's order CTE where there are columns around first order, most recent order, and number of orders. Now say when I'm writing this CTE, I want to quickly check if just these three columns are enough, or do we need something like average order amount. So in that case, I go here. Now there is a plus button on every code line. Click on this and ask someone I know who might know the answer. So there's a person, David, on the team. He asked me to build this model, might know the answer. So I'm going to ask, do we need any more matrix? Something like average order amount. And then I'm going to publish this. As soon as I click publish, these comments are available in VS Code as comments, and at the same time Power User extension sort of produces DBT docs and uploads those to the SaaS instance. Big benefit, now there is a UI piece enabled for collaboration as well. So here when I tag David, another thing that happens is David is going to get email that hey, Pranesh has tagged you here. So let's quick look. So the email is going to look something like this. Hey, hi David, Pranesh tagged you in a conversation named discussion on model Jaffle Shop customers. And David, do we need any more matrix? Something like average order amount. So let's assume for a second I'm David. I get this email. I'm going to click open. This is going to open Ultimate AI SaaS UI, and there the comment that was made in IDE is directly available there. I can click on this and it shows me exactly on which line in the IDE the comment was made for these three sort of a matrix that are being written in that CTE. And I can say, hey, actually, so I can tag also, hey Pranesh, actually it's a good idea to include order amount. Let's do it. And I submit that particular comment. As soon as I do it, since I tagged Pranesh, he's also going to get a similar email that hey, David has tagged you and he has made this comment. But even better than that, say Pranesh is a developer doing his work in IDE. Now if we go back to IDE, right inside the IDE, you can see this conversation is evolving more, and that particular comment shows up here that hey Pranesh, actually it's a good idea to include order amount, let's do it. So in this situation, developer doesn't have to step out of their IDE, while the users or other stakeholders who are not very comfortable with IDE, they can just work in UI. And there is sort of a connection between IDE and UI where people can collaborate very, very easily. So all the comments are visible here. But say if you want to collaborate on the documentation side of the things also, right, as you are writing descriptions, etc. Same thing, you can go in any descriptions that you have written or generated for that matter, and quickly start the conversation from the documentation area also, right? Okay, same thing. How does this description look? Should we add anything else? And in the same fashion, how I showed you, exact same workflow, how it was working for the code, in a similar fashion, you can have a same collaboration workflow for documentation also. So in a like Google Docs like structure, you can have more replies, tag people, and can have a quick discussion going on that sort of spread across your IDE as well as on the UI side of the things. So whatever stakeholders are comfortable with, whether it's IDE or a UI, they can participate in the discussion very, very easily. And now when you're checking in this code in PR, etc., very simple. If you have some additional validation points, you can copy those links and put in the PR also, so other people can go in and see those discussions as well. So in a nutshell, this is a quick overview of how the Collab functionality works. There are also a few nuances. Please check our documentation for all the details. And last but not the least, as always, please keep that feedback coming. It's helping us to build amazing features like this. Thank you so much.